So when I was younger, I was all in the martial arts. I was very fit. I rode my bike to my program, was there for 2 to 3 hours of training, and rode my bike back. I did it every day, 5 or 6 times a week. And what happened was my collarbone, I broke it a week before my first fight. I also messed up my right knee. What had happened then, I'm trying to get back into routine, was I had taken Tylenol for a headache, and I had allergic reaction, and I actually almost lost my life for it. I went to the hospitals 5 times within 6 days. I went to Loyola on the 6th day, and they said, "Why haven't you seen a doctor sooner?" They called it Stevens-Johnson syndrome, which progressed to TENS. I could have been blind. I could have been on a breathing ventilator for the rest of my life. So I actually came out of it relatively good. I have scarring and stuff, which I've been covering up with tattoos. So that really halted everything, because that was about a 2 to 3 year recovery process as well. Because of that, all my training came to a stop. So that's why that dream kind of crashed. And then I started going to school for college, and I needed to pay for school for college, so picked up 2 to 3 jobs, and that started my life journey of work in school. So I did that for quite some time, and then up to about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even a little bit earlier than that, probably 6 or 7, I started gaining a lot of weight. I got in like this depressed stage of I wish I followed my dream type thing, which was the UFC fighting. So I turned to food, which a lot of people do, or alcohol or other drugs. So I decided to kick my ass in gear about 5 years ago and start going to gyms and finding the fast way to losing weight, which there is no way to to lose that weight fast. I learned it's not out there, and it's not a healthy way of doing it. So, and that brings us all the way back of going through multiple gyms and back to Ladystrong. The current challenge that I got through Ladystrong by going to the gala was 12 weeks of training, and what that entails. Logging the videos morning and night, doing weigh-ins, logging food. What it was doing a detox first and going into the workouts. So minimum of 4 workouts a week plus a personal training, so about 5 a week. My goal for the challenge was to lose 15 pounds in 12 weeks. Or 6% body fat, I think Marciea said. So I'm down to 4% body fat, and I'm down about 10 pounds, I want to say, 10-ish pounds. So I still have a couple weeks to go. My biggest challenge with it was holding myself accountable and making sure what I log is what I eat. So my muscle tone didn't change my first weigh-in. It was steady. So when I didn't see a muscle change, what she had me do was increase my protein by 20 grams, and she also had me increase my weights every single day for all exercises. Also, I realized I wasn't pushing myself hard enough in the classes with heavier weights, so she made sure that her and all the other coaches knew to do so. So heavier slam balls, heavier dumbbells, heavier kettlebells. So me pushing myself, I do see my heart rate going up more. A lot more during the workouts. It's also because I wasn't using the heavier weights, so that's why I had a flat line my first weigh-in. The diet actually is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. The detox was the worst. I am really worried about this detox. I can't even see the color. You can kind of see it. It's the beetroot one. I don't want to drink it. It smells really nasty too. So I guess cheers. Oh God. Oh my God, this one is nasty as the beetroot one. And I can't say it was the worst, because it was the worst, but it was the best thing that I could have done. I think it really helped me with cravings and sugars and wanting a cookie or a brownie or pretzels or something in the middle of the night, because I used to be a night eater too. I would eat before bed and go right to sleep. So I think the detox really has minimized those cravings a lot. And when I log it, the day before, it will also tempt me to not eat those foods. So I'm like, okay, I know I have to eat A, B, C, and D for a snack, and as long as I time it correctly, those cravings are gone. So that hasn't been as big as a challenge, especially since I'm not eating like a rabbit. So I get to explore different foods. So I will log the food, and like I will weigh. I got scales too of like how much I'm consuming for that day, or how much I should be consuming. So that way it prevents me from eating other things as well. So my diet was eating out a lot, so that eating out became, well, depleted, and all the eating out food now went to the gym. So it kind of compensated for, I mean, if you're paying going to McDonald's for 2 people, it's like $20 now. I mean, or $16 to $20. You do that 3 times a week, that's more than what you pay a week at Ladystrong. I was freaking out between all my weigh-ins. And Marciea is like, stop weighing yourself at home. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's just tempting to weigh yourself at home. So she told me to put away the scale, so I had to do that. It wasn't helping me because I would stress out. So that's one of the things that will cause you not to lose weight is the stressing out. So if you're stressed, it will reflect on your body weight. And when I used to weigh myself and it used to be more than what I thought it would be, I used to freak out all night and not sleep and possibly have a candy bar. That was before the recording of everything. So it takes a toll on you if you weigh yourself and you have a weigh-in the next day and you start freaking out, which is what I did. Every person's different. They might see a pound extra. They're like, oh, it's a pound. To me, I used to flip out. So don't do it. It's okay. I will do meal prep twice a week. I'll do it Sundays or Wednesdays, Thursdays. So tonight I'll do a meal prep since I didn't do it last night. And Thursday nights, like I use whatever's kind of left over to meal prep for Friday, Saturday. Since I do my grocery shopping. That way I know what to buy, what I can get, and things like that. I also use that board, which you've seen behind you, and I will write down what we're having because I try to make them eat healthy, even though they don't like it. But the Meals by Soph, though, since they're actually good, they will consume it. So now it's to get the fiance on board. So I had him download the app, and he's going to allow me to do his food planning. So that's step 1 in the right direction. If you've seen my fiance, which you've seen some pictures, he is a little bit on the heavier set. So getting him to work out, eat healthy, not eat out has been the biggest challenge. So fast food is his favorite. It doesn't matter what kind of fast food. Actually, tacos, I lied. Tacos are his favorite fast food. And macaroni and cheese from Kuma's Corner. Getting everyone in the household kind of on board with what you're doing, or if they're at least supportive of you doing it, makes it a lot easier to follow your diet too. There you go. Stand up nice and tall. Good.
All right, almost done, 50%. Ready for this?
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you fucking ready for this?
I hope so.
This is amazing.
Okay.
Since November 9th, and today is the 7th,
Yeah.
December 7th, you went from 186.4 to 184.0.
Okay.
So you lost 2.5 pounds. And your muscle mass went up
Thank God.
from 56.2 to 57.5.
Yeah, good. All right, beautiful.
And I'm not done. This is the best part. Her body fat went from 45.1 to 43.2.
2%.
Yes, bitch,
Beautiful.
yes. Yes, yes.
All right, so we're going in the right direction.
Look at that. I love that smile. You got that on camera? Look at that. She's gleaming ear to ear.
Yes, I feel a lot better.
So since you started, when you first started the challenge, which was in October, you were 193.6.
Yeah.
So you lost a total of 10 pounds. And you lost a total of 5% body fat, and you gained like 1.5 muscle mass.
Muscle mass.
That's awesome.
It's much better.
Yeah.